xuân về phố phường nở hoa, muôn người vui tươi đón.
Chúc mừng năm mới, everyone. It's currently negative 6 degrees right now in Minnesota, so I'm doing this from the comfort of my bed. But my favorite memory is kind of a weird one, actually. I believe I was 8 years old, and I was living at my grandma's house at the time, and it was, my parents were living in Fiji at the time. My grandma lives in Oregon, and my parents were coming back to visit for the Lunar New Year, and we were living with about 12 of our other cousins in one house, and so it was like 16 grandchildren in one house. It was like super hectic, super fun though, and it was we were playing Makpokua, and that's when you shake the dice. There's 6 animals on a little sheet, and on those there's 3 dice, and it's a 6-sided die, and on each side is one of those animals or objects. I believe they were deer, nai, ga, fish, gua, crab, chicken, ga, shrimp, thumb, and a bao. I don't know what those are. They're like little weird shapes like this. And anyways, so we were playing, and my dad was like, Eric, trust me, put your money on. It was like we were playing for a while, and I was winning some, I was losing some. I wasn't sure if I was up or down at the time. But my dad saw us playing, and we were playing in the living room with all the adults watching, and my dad comes up to me and is like, Eric, put your money on the crab right now. And I was like, no, I have a good feeling about deer, Dad. My dad was like, trust me, it's gonna be crab. It's like, okay, fine. After a little back and forth, he convinced me to put it on crab, even though I was so adamant that it was gonna be deer. There's 3 dice. They open up the thing. You would think that since this is my favorite memory, that I would have won a bunch on the crab, but of course there was 2 deer that popped up and like something else, like a bao or something like that. I was so mad at my dad. I was like, I was 8, and that was a lot of money at the time. And so I started freaking out. I'm like, God, Dad, I told you. I was like, I told you, Dad. And then my dad is just cracking up because I'm just like freaking out. And like I remember my dad just laughing, and he was like, okay, fine. I'll pay you back your $2 that you would have lost. And I know it's weird, but it was really nice to see my parents, especially my dad, enjoying themselves. But they were off abroad, working very hard to provide for the family. And even though I know that they didn't want to be so far away from us, they kind of had to. They had to be. So it was nice to see, even though at the time it was a trivial moment in my life, I totally was angry at my dad. I wasn't happy about the situation. I lost money, even though I could have won if I just went with my gut. But now that I think back about it, and I think back about that memory, it's just really nice to see that my parents were able to enjoy themselves like that. Even though they're currently working far and away from their children, and their family was separated. So, hopefully, everyone out there can make some more memories that are going to be memorable. And next year, have some really nice memories too. So, chúc mừng năm mới, everyone, and make sure you don't spend all your lễ in one place. Okay, bye.
Xuân về ta chúc